Mr. Ross Barr, manager of the Scotch bar at the Balmoral Hotel. Welcome to Glengoyne Distillery, Warehouse 8. What are you doing here?
We're looking to launch something really special, bespoke and exclusive. And we've ended up here because we're looking for a one-of-one bottling, but not a one-of-one that you'd normally see that we've seen in the auctions, for example, a one-of-one bottling that we're going to open and sell by the dram.
By the dram.
Absolutely by the dram.
So you've said it's a bit of a challenge then.
Yeah, it's going to be something that is a moment in time. Once it's gone. One bottle ever. And what I was really looking for here was, well, Glengoyne already sells really well for us, Robbie. And it's those rich, heavy, full-bodied, kind of sherried styles of Glengoyne. But what I'm looking for this one-of-one is something that's maybe a wee bit different. Something that's quite delicate, something old, special, unique. And we've ended up with 1979 is what we're going to try today. Can you tell me a wee bit about the whiskey you've put in front of me?
Yeah, when you said old, special and unique, it sounded like you wanted me just for yourself. But the whiskey, well, we've got a portfolio of casks. I mean, just this one warehouse alone,
Yeah.
Ross, it's got so many different styles, different sizes. It's got European oak, matured with sherry, Oloroso. We've got the bourbons, we've got everything you want. So when we looked at this, we thought we're going to get something that's interesting, something that's different. And you do like the American oak style.
Yeah, I do.
I know that. I love it. It works so well because Glengoyne historically isn't really about that. Glengoyne's all about European oak. It's all about the Oloroso. So it's the spicy notes. So we've got a cask which is just to the left of me, which we'll have a look at a wee bit later. But just a wee bourbon barrel, which gives off notes which are completely different, especially when it spends the amount of time this cask is matured as well.
Yeah.
Which you know about. You and your team helped us select it. I think you guys were probably the drivers.
I think what's important about this product is it was selected by the team.
That's right.
And the fact that the team have picked this and we were given the opportunity to try it shows our belief in the product. We should have a little smell and taste and compare this, because this is a great opportunity to try it with yourself.
It absolutely is. I've really been looking forward to it.
In terms of Glengoyne, this is one of the oldest Glengoynes ever bottled. Certainly one of the oldest bourbon casks as well, I would hope that you'll have tried. Certainly the oldest that I've tried.
We don't have many older than this. We've released single casks of a similar age, maybe slightly older, but this is certainly, as for bourbon, it probably is the oldest we've ever released, and just for a single bottle as well, Ross.
I know.
It's so special. It's so special. And what makes it special is this isn't a fresh bourbon, so it's not a first fill.
Yeah.
This cask, it probably started its life somewhere in the early 1960s. So it would have been seasoned with whatever the bourbon would have been. We've got no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 or 6 years. Then towards the late 60s, it came to Glengoyne. We would have had it, put Glengoyne in, maybe matured it for 8, 9, 10 years. It wouldn't have been old back then, Ross. Emptied it, and then we filled again back in 1979. So this has been 46 years just sitting here in this warehouse with the lights out, just doing its own thing. We probably sampled it maybe even once or twice in that 46 years, if ever.
And we've got it just in time as well, 41.2% naturally. Yeah. So the strengths come down. It's already going to be quite palatable for us. The colour's fantastic. And I guess the appeal of a second fill as well. This is going to be quite distillate influenced as well. You know, as you said, you can get really old sherried whiskies that are heavy and robust, and the oak can kind of dominate. But this is already smelling it. Just so subtle and light and fresh. Cheers, Robbie.
No, it's pleasure, Bob.
What a special dram to share. It's definitely like loads of citrus straight away, powdered sugar.
The beauty of this, the cask hasn't had it all its own way. In fact, when you raise the glass and if you get maybe an inch short of your nose, if you close your eyes, you think somebody was actually about to put a spoonful of raspberry pavlova into your mouth. But that kind of disappears. You know, you get the tanginess from raspberries and the sweetness. But then once you actually get it to your nose there, then it becomes more of a Glengoyne whiskey in this kind. You know, you've got the sweetness from the honey coming through.
Yeah.
You've got...
Very honeyed.
Very honeyed. You've got typical American oak coconuts coming through as well, that kind of vibe. Vanilla. But you've also got some spicy notes from the wood.
Yeah.
But most importantly to me, you've got Glengoyne in there.
Yeah.
46 years, the cask hasn't just totally dominated it. You don't want that. You don't want to taste something that's just the wood. After 46 years, you want to have the memory with of the starting point, the distillery. And this This would probably be one of the only styles of wood, a refill cask, which would have that.
In terms of the spirit you're trying to produce here at Glengoyne, what is that DNA of Glengoyne?
We'll have a walk through the process later so you'll see it, but it's a very slow distillation process. It's the slowest I've ever worked at, and I've worked at 13 distilleries prior to being at Glengoyne. It's all about taking your time in everything we do. We're looking for our new make profile, if you're going to describe it, it's got two things we're looking at. We're looking at a level of fruitiness, then we're looking at an underlying level of like new leather. The fruitiness is like a green apple, like a pear drop, if you wish. Leather's leather, so that's what we're looking for. Primarily there, but the way we get it, we've got to do very slow distillation and then just select the finest casks that we can ever get our hands on and do it that way. It's a fairly straightforward process, but it's just we do it differently from everywhere else. That's our fingerprint too.
And, when you taste it, that pear and that green apple that you mentioned is right there on the palate. And I guess that works because it's that second fill American Bourbon Barrel.
And it's oily.
It is. The texture's fantastic.
It's oily. And all right, I want to give you a few secrets here. We can never reproduce this whiskey. Even though we've got the same distillery, it's there. We can't reproduce it. Three important elements have changed. One or two of them will just change things slightly. The water source changed. So in 1979, all the water came from the hill. In 1981, we changed it to come from Carron. So for the actual process.
Amazing.
So that changed. Not a massive factor, but it's an element. This whiskey would be completely Golden Promise, which is one of your heritage barleys, which was used all the way through the 70s. In fact, Glengoyne used it all the way through the 80s as well. Then it stopped. Well, it used less during the 90s. We stopped using it 100% in about 2007. GP gives you that oily texture. We don't do that anymore.
That texture's there, isn't
it's there. I'm still tasting it.
Yeah.
I'm still getting the oiliness. I'm getting spicy notes coming through anyway, but I'm not finished yet. I've got one more thing to tell you. We changed the stills in 1991. So in 1979, the stills were 16% smaller than what we've got now. So what happened there, Ross? The line arm was a 7% incline.
Okay.
We made the stills bigger. We kept the condensers where they are, so it became a 7% decline, what we've got now. So it would be lighter, more, lighter, fruitier notes would have been there compared to going downwards because you got some more of the heavier notes coming through more recent. That's why we could never replicate this unless we rip everything out
and start again.
It's not going to happen anytime soon.
That's true.
And then go back to there. So this is
a true one of one.
I mean, you're saying it's one of one, but we cannot replicate this.
Yeah,
it's impossible for us to do it. There is a few guys alive who have actually made this, and one of them is my next door neighbour, Duncan McNichol. He was a stillman.
Okay.
So he actually produced this whiskey, and he retired 6 years ago, and he's still alive, and he's still walking about, which is good news for us. But so it's just a piece of history that
we're so lucky.
Oh no, we are so lucky.
A piece of history is a great way to put it. I think the Balmoral is such an icon for Edinburgh and for Scotland, and Glengoyne is such an iconic Highland distillery. And this has got this youthful, fruity, distillate character that I'm really proud to have as our Balmoral one of one. Cheers, Robbie.
Yeah, Sanjula. When we produced this spirit, before I started here, back in 1979, you never know where it's going to end up. You think it could be 5-year-old, 10-year-old. Nobody knows the journey of that whiskey is going to go on. So for it to end up in the Scotch Barr, at the Balmoral, I mean, it's an iconic hotel. I mean, no one could have imagined that.
I'm so proud to have this 1979 46-year-old one-of-one Glengoyne in our central display in the Balmoral Hotel. In Scotch, we look forward to sharing this with guests from all over the world, an iconic hotel and a world-class Highland distillery.